Hi, this is the Blow Council, where we talk about productivity, entrepreneurship, and personal development. My name is Babatunde Olaniran, and today we'll be talking about 7 simple philosophies that would guarantee you selling better to anyone at any time. Philosophy number 1 is move with the right attitude. Basically, this means your attitude determines your altitude, and this goes for selling also. Anytime you want to go out there to sell, even if you're selling yourself, you're selling your company, or you're selling a commodity, having the right attitude, projecting the right smile, some people call it vibe, having the right energy is very key to getting an acceptance from your targets or your customers, as the case may be. The second philosophy is making sure that you have something good to sell. To have something good to sell, you must produce something good to sell. And to produce something good to sell, you must source for the right inputs for your product. So it's very important, as mentioned earlier, that having something good sets a great tone for whatever it is that are going to present to your target audience and make them happy with you as a customer. The third philosophy is the philosophy of making sure you have something good to say. Just like having something good to sell, having something good to say is tremendously important in the process of selling. And what you say is dependent on the type of information that you take in also. So depending on the type of things that you hear, the type of things that you see, and the type of experiences that you've had as an individual all goes into having something good to say. And like I added earlier, having something good to say also goes with saying it well. So this third philosophy is very, very important in your daily approach to selling anything, whether it's your service, whether it's your company, or whether it's any commodity that you have. The next philosophy is pay careful attention, especially, of course, to your target. We can never underestimate the power of paying attention to your audience or whoever it is that is your potential customer. Paying attention involves understanding your audience, listening to them, their intonation, having eye contact. These simple things and simple elements go a long way in getting your audience attention, in helping you understand exactly what your audience or your target really wants, which in turn helps you to serve them better. The fifth philosophy here is understanding the law of averages and how the law of averages works, especially when it comes to selling. The law of averages in simple terms means when you do something often enough, you will always get a ratio of results. So what that means is when you do something for the first time, or maybe you want to sell something and you talk to 10 people, most times you get a ratio of say 1 or 2 people to say yes to you. Over time, if you talk to another 10 people, you'll notice that it increases. I don't know how that necessarily works, but this is a natural law. And I believe that for everybody who is involved in selling, it is important for you to understand how this law works, especially when you're new. And like they say, whatever you lack in skills, you can make it up in numbers whenever you want to start selling. And I would expand more on that in another video. So the sixth philosophy here is using the law of giving. A bunch of us would have an idea of what that really means. It just means starting every process with the action of giving. Because like someone says, it's better for you to give than for you to receive, because giving starts the receiving process. And if you're selling, whether you have a commodity, you giving out your commodity, passing out the right information to your potential customers, getting them to try out your product, getting them to give feedback, getting them involved in whatever it is that you're trying to sell to them, with the mentality of giving as a way of you wanting to receive something in return, is usually a wonderful way for you to key your customers and get them to fully connect with you, and of course eventually make a sale and get your desired outcome. And the seventh philosophy and the final philosophy we'll be discussing is the application of the concept of enlightened self-interest. Everybody has self-interest. We all have self-interest, but the key is for our self-interest to be enlightened. And what that means is when you benefit, the target, your customer must benefit. And it's important for you, that type of philosophy to be imbibed in the culture of your selling, because automatically you begin to think of the benefits that whatever it is you're selling provides to your customer, not just to you. And before you know it, it gives you an in-depth insight into what value you should be creating for your audience, what type of information you should be requesting from them in order to know how better to serve them. And ultimately, you will be surprised that you have given the best value and sometimes even greater value than expected to your potential target or customer. So I hope you guys learned something today from the 7 philosophies. Thank you so much for watching and taking the time. And if you want to connect with me some more, you can visit our social media, Instagram, YouTube at The Blow Council. And I wish you a wonderful, wonderful day wherever you are. And send you love and kisses.